Hello everyone, and welcome back to my world. Been about 4 weeks, and a lot of stuff has happened on the world. Been playing a lot recently. I'm currently in the town hall. There's actually a room I forgot to show off in the last one. But a lot of stuff's been happening in this area. Mainly this. The second dig, you see. Took quite a while. There's a lot of digging. About like 20 pickaxes and shovels. And came out really nice. So from the town hall you can now just about see the ocean. This lawn took a lot of time because, well, grass is easy enough to get, but wool really isn't. It's not very easy to get in large quantities because you can't farm sheep in beta, you can't breed them, and once you shear them they don't grow their wool back. So you just kind of have to wait for them to spawn, buy them, shear them, and do that over and over again. Well, let's just, there you go. See it from the other side. But yeah, I really like the way it turned out. I think that the this grass looks really nice. So if we go up here, you can see that this is all nice terrain. Really, it looks like this was meant to be here. As you can hear, well, it's not quite that simple. This is actually a really bad idea. Uh-oh, let's not die. Beep, don't do that to me. That was a really dumb idea, but it just goes to show you that this is all fake land. There's a lot of mobs under because I just kind of covered it up. And if we look on the F3 menu, you can see that there is a lot of guys down there. Up here you can really see that lawn. And same on the other side, we have a nice natural looking steep cliff. But as you can see from all the mobs in there, definitely not natural. Moving on to the second thing that I want to show off today. And we can see that this was a very quick build. So inside the house we have this dining table. I have a master bedroom. Some big paintings. A little balcony. Actually see quite a bit. Coming down to the bottom. Got a pattern. And out here we have wheat farms. It looks like some of them have been destroyed. And then just to finish it off, we have a nice little garden. As you can see, obviously leaves decay unless they're within 3 blocks of a log. And yeah, this is just a small house. This actually wasn't built by me, built by my friend, and it's done a pretty nice job. As we head back to the main town, we can see something that I really should have done in April when I was actually building the town hall, and it's these. I put up a few fences, but I never actually finished it. And it makes it a lot lighter, especially at night. This is something really new. Before, it was just a flat cliff that was really blocking off the front. And I really wanted to just make it a bit easier to see the town hall. So I got this brand new bridge, a nice little arch bridge, and some gently sloping terrain. Goes all the way to the main town. And this is a really nice job of just showing off the town hall a bit more. This whole river area has been basically completely changed. If you look in the original video, it Flowed down there, flowed down there. It just didn't make much sense. So I came through and I redid it, and these are actually all source blocks. So you can swim up nice and fast, so it's not actually flowing water. And that also allows squids to spawn, which is pretty cool. And I came through, this little ravine area has now got some dirt. Before it was just all stone, and it's also a little bit deeper than it was before. And you can see, it's just a nice standard bridge, nice and lit up, some gravel. This cliff face is basically all made around a little cylinder, and I think it came out really nice. I really like how the landscape turned out. There you can see, this is what I've been working on today. I've actually started working back on working on this train station. If we go into this storage house and we have a look at all our storage, you can see that it is remarkably empty. All the dirt and cobblestones seem to be missing. That's because this was basically full, and decided that I was going to add some extra bulk storage. And the idea for this storage was meant to be kind of an underground bunker, housing lots of items. And I used some redstone for the entrance. So we come over here. You can see this nice flat area. There's actually a hidden switch here. If we go all the way back here, there's a redstone block just sitting. Now, there's no silk touch. I had to find it and piston it all the way up here, which was not super fun to do, but it was definitely worth it because of that. That redstone block, when you step on it, it counts as a block update. That activates a bud switch, which activates a T flip-flop, which then powers this door. And when this unpowers, the door closes back. We open that back up. We actually go through. We come down to this. See that started on the 18th and finished on the 22nd. And these two rows, cobble and for dirt. As you can see here, this is basically infinitely expandable. We'll just keep gigging that way. And if we just have a look, see, there's a lot of cobble. And these are all full until, I believe, this one. Yep. Not this one. So that's full, and all these are full. So lots of cobble. Oh, there's the dirt. See, there's a lot less dirt. So you got this, these two, and this one. So a lot less dirt, a lot more cobble. And you can see these blocks. These are not really in the game, and that's because these are actually transmutated blocks. If you look at regular stone slabs, you can see that they have a clear dividing line between them. And now you can see the real difference between them. So I started using them, and I used them in the next build I made after this. Just been having fun with redstone. This button opens it up, and it actually has a pulse extender. So it gives you ample time to get through. The amount of time this door stays open is not consistent because redstone blocks stay lit for however long they feel like staying lit. And you can also right click that block. And let's just have a look at the redstone in here. Because why not? So this is the bud switch. When a block update is detected, this piston will extend out for a tick. And that will power this. This goes all the way through up to there. That powers this T flip-flop. So when it's on, this piston will push out. So it will leave the block there as it retracts. And the next time it's powered, it will bring the block back. And that powers the door. And then this is the pulse extender. It's just repeaters. Yeah, I really like this door. It's really fun. There it stayed on for hardly any time. So, over the last few weeks, we've had some new people join the server, and they've been building a few things, as you can see. There's 2 castles in the distance. This thing is this humble house. There is a wheat farm, and I used the beta trick of putting fences underneath farmland, and this stops crops from being trampled, and also just from walking on them, which is a thing in beta, and also jumping on them. So these can't be destroyed, because before I did this, animals got in like constantly, and they'd half the crops would be destroyed at any time. This is the next house that we're going to look at. We go in, see it's all on slabs except the bed, because otherwise you would not be able to respawn at this bed. It would just send you all the way back to world spawn. We got pretty high ceilings, and it's a nice little starter house. And then the last of the greener houses is this humble abode. If we go to these castles, neither of them are finished, but the hull or the shell is pretty much done, as you can see on this inside. Not finished. If we follow this spiral staircase, we can come up here, and we can get a view of the other castle. You can see this bridge, which is combining them. Yeah, unfinished, and that one. It's an identical castle, but they're going to have different insides. From here, we're going to get a little sneak peek at the building I've been making. This building is actually a movie theater, and you can kind of see what's showing down there, but we won't look just yet. We'll go in the proper way. So if we come in this front entrance, we come in, we can see that it was started on the 22nd, finished on the 3rd, so yesterday when I'm recording this video. We come into this main hall. The red carpet divides into 2 areas. I got this pattern on the sides. This is across the whole build. And we have actually lava in the roof. Now this lava is pretty cool and a bit different, but it did actually cost me 1 stack and 20 something of glowstone. I accidentally died while working on a little secret feature, which I'll show later. Which wasn't my proudest moment. So, if we come over here, going down, that brings you down to the theater's level, and then coming up, this is the elevator that brings you back. So, going down, we have some water. Now, this is in beta, 1 block of water isn't enough when it's on the ground. However, when it's floating, it actually does slow you down enough so you don't take any damage. So, in here, we have a kind of second area. This goes to the theater. This is a little different area. So we got, these are actually bathrooms. So we got women's and then the men's. And got like a bit of a mirror. It's a bit pixelated, but you can see it kind of represents the area. We got going to be like toilets and then showers, because why would you not have a shower in a movie theater? And then of course the urinal. This one is exactly the same, except for it has extra toilets. If we take a left here, we have the elevator. So this will take you back up. It's a piston elevator. This is actually the status. So green means it's on and it works. So all you have to do is just step onto the pressure plate. And it actually pushes you all the way off. There's a double piston extender. That was a bit tricky to try and get working right. And I really like this. I'll be using this in some more builds. If we go back down, we can see why you'd want to come down here at all. We continue through here. We get to the movie theater. And if you stand a bit back or you squint, you can see kind of clearly the image that this is showing. This whole thing is covered in red wool, which was a pain. I don't know why I keep making so many builds out of wool. because it's not really that fun to get. Originally, I was just going to do this underground and then have a small little reception or just like a ladder that went up to the surface. But, well, the idea just kind of kept expanding until I was making a whole building. And one of the last things to look at is the staff area. So we come in here, so it's a bit of a staff lounge, the fridge and an oven, or maybe it's just drawers, who knows. This is definitely storage. You gotta use your imagination. Come out here, you can stand here. That's how you get there. And the last thing is we also have some roof access. So this comes all the way up, and we get to the roof. And on the roof we have all of this HVAC equipment. Now, I'm not a HVAC technician, not an expert, but I think this looks close enough to pass. I used a bunch of iron blocks, which probably wasn't the smartest choice, to be honest. But I think it definitely adds to the look. And yeah, I really like the way that this turned out. This is meant to be more of a modern building, so it definitely works. Over here, I'm just gonna press that. And we have one more thing to look at in this building, and that is this kind of utilities area. So this is knobs, but you can see we have some status lights for all of the areas. So you can see that the main hall is on, elevator's on, and the theater is on. And over here, we have like the power area. It's not really a generator, but look at these burning furnaces. These are always burning. This is like meant to be like a carbon monoxide area, just to show that this is not really a great spot to be. Then of course we have the power shut off. So see, the power is on, but if I flick the switch, well, now the power's off, and you heard some stuff happened. When the power's off, the theater's status light's off, the elevator's off, and the main hall is flashing. The reason I pressed that button is to make this work. In beta, when you log or relog, redstone clocks freeze. So this stops working. This button activates, fixes that redstone circuit to make it work. So you have to press that every time you load in. This is not just cosmetic. These actually, turning the power off affects the building. So if we come back down, and we head all the way down, see the elevator was off. If we look, we can now see that the green wall has been replaced. This is meant to be the status light, and well, if green was working, then you can probably guess what red wall means. It's not working at all, as you can see. This is just like a little cool Easter egg. But if you remember, the theater was also off, and if we come over here to look, you can see that the theater is now basically pitch black. As you can see, the first row was pushed over. So this is 40 blocks wide and 21 blocks tall. That means that 40 sticky pistons are up there. And, well, let's just say getting 40 slime balls was not really super fun. I made a bit of a budget slime farm, if you could even call it that. It's just a slime chunk, which I knew there was slimes there because I found them while strip mining, which I do quite a bit. I just hollowed out the whole chunk and go back and forth on a minecart until stuff spawns. Not the best design, but, well, it works. The reason I made this main hall flicker is because I just wasn't really quite sure what to do for the power to be out, and I just settled with this. Maybe there's a backup generator that only powers the main hall. And if you have any ideas of what I could do to make the main hall, you know, work with this kind of Easter egg, definitely leave them in the comments. This is the side of the elevators. And if you just look in the elevator housing, there's no way to get in, even though there is other kind of mechanics. There's no way to get into this. I was thinking about following it out, but I ended up just skimping out on the brick because I didn't really want to use all of that. plays not very easy to find. And that is gonna conclude the world update. I've been playing a lot, especially look at the change in hours. It's been a pretty good month for the world. But actually, we can have a big peek. You can see there's pistons across the whole thing. Well, now you can see it's all those repeaters. The signal comes in and goes there. So we'll just do that. Let's get out of this area, cover it back up. If you like this video, leave a like. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.